Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to this new recipe that me and Logisticacreativa got prepared for you. This time is Orecchiette. We're going to be making homemade pasta from scratch. It's a very small pasta based with only semolina and water, no eggs in this one. It could also work with just flour and water. Because the texture and the way we do it is going to change completely. We're going to start by grabbing our semolina, dumping it into our table, preferably a big surface where you can like stretch your hands and like work it and get like messy and flour all over. I'm gonna make a little well in the center. I'm gonna drop our water. Our water needs to be around 28 degrees Celsius, around that temperature. Never add cold water. You're gonna just like overwork your dough, so you're gonna have to work it for a long time. I'm just gonna start throwing some water in from the edges of the dough, making it thicker. Eventually just going to start working the dough as I go. I'm going to work this for around 20-25 minutes till it's smooth and gluten has developed. So, you know, that means that it's stretchy and it's like smooth and has a little bit of like give to it, but also bounces back. It's just like hardened with the gluten. So yeah, this is not gluten free, but you can get gluten free pasta almost everywhere now. I'm just gonna start incorporating everything. You can use also a bench scraper. Some people have bench scrapers or like spatulas, and they just like to like, if you chop it, that's also a good way of mixing it. But then at some point you're gonna have to work it with your hands. So I would just recommend start with your hands, and that's it. Here's why I also recommend a big surface, because it allows you to just like, you can stretch and work as far as I want. And just go. This is ivory, but wood works best because wood also absorbs the moisture in the dough, the excess of moisture in everything. So that's why a lot of chefs prefer to work certain things on wood and certain things on plastic or ivory. So as I'm getting like closer, almost all of my semolina is in the dough. Like almost all is hydrated. I'm still gonna have to work it till it gets to this, and then to a much, like, I don't know, you cannot even see it, but still pretty rough. It's not smooth. And just to give you a little tip, you need to work with this part of your hand. So, sort of like the heel of your hand, I don't know what it's called. You need to like work with it against the table so that it creates like stress in the dough and like stretches it out. Creates a lot of friction, which is good. Keep doing this for like 20 minutes till it's super smooth. See you in 20 minutes. Okay guys, so we're at this point, 25 minutes after or so, where the dough is like kind of where we want it. It's smoother, you see it. It's a lot more smooth and it has a little give, but it pushes back as soon as I stick my finger in it. Also, there's no visible like particles. Sometimes you can actually see that there's still pieces that have not been fully hydrated, fully worked. Cover it with plastic wrap or put it in a Ziploc bag for no less than 3 hours, no more than 24. I'm gonna see you around like in 16 hours or so. We're gonna be back here. We're gonna form our dough. We're gonna make our orecchiettes. We're gonna make the stew, the veggie stew, and we're gonna also let it rest, form, rest, dry, and then cook our pasta. So see you in 16 to 20 hours, guys. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the second part of your recipe, orecchiette with vegetable ragu. Here I have all my ingredients ready to go. Vegetables chopped the same size, so that the only thing that matters will be the order that I'm gonna add them to the pot. It's very important that you have like enough time to put a lot of love and care into this. I know the recipe says no meat, but I have some meat here. So I have some ground pork and pancetta, just because I had it. So I'm gonna show you the step to add it into the recipe in case you also have protein. But if you don't, it's fine. We're gonna start, I'm not gonna talk while I'm doing it. So we're gonna start by browning our meat, very, very hot sear in it. We want all those beautiful, Maillard reaction and all that caramelization happening at the bottom of the pan, so that when we take it out and we can deglaze with our vegetables, with the water that we're gonna leach out, we're gonna deglaze with that. After, we're gonna cook some tomato paste, wine, reduce it down, take care of all that alcohol. We also have broth, beef broth, and some tomato. At the end, I'm gonna add my aromatics just for like half an hour. I have here bay leaf and thyme. So just tag along, pay attention, and you're gonna get this done in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Enjoy. So guys, here we have them. We've seen how we've done them. It's just applying some pressure with the knife, rolling it, into our center, and just like punching our finger in between them to form this little like dents, and you end up with like Orecchiette's little ears. After half an hour of having them resting on a table, I'm gonna boil them for 30 seconds, for 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna put some pasta water in my sauce here. That's the ragu of vegetables that we worked on before. This is obviously not all of it. I just grabbed a little bit per portion. Let's get cooking. So guys, here we have it. We've boiled and emulsified our pasta with our sauce after being boiled. I'm just gonna finish with some cheese, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did, as much as Logisticacreativa wanted you to do. And it's just a good time to remind ourselves that creativity comes in all forms. Pasta is a great way, it's a great vehicle to be creative. It's just a canvas, it's just a dough that you can mold into any form, shape, size that you want, that you like. You can invent your own. You can just surf the internet, check out what shapes of pasta you want to do, start experimenting. If it doesn't turn out good, you'll do it again. And that's a part of it. That's part of the message that we're trying to achieve with this array of videos and cocktails and dishes that you will be making. I think it's a good time to be creative. We're in a concealed space, and sometimes we have very few ingredients. But that's when true creativity comes into play. When we have the least amount of resources, we tend to be more creative about what we do. So keep doing so. Grate some cheese onto your pasta and enjoy this over a nice glass of wine or film, or like, you know, however you like to enjoy your pastas, your loved ones. And there you go. Enjoy.